Oh, hey, have you heard of Anchor? Let me tell you why Anchor is the best and easiest platform to start your very own podcast on. First of all, it's free. Everybody loves free. If you don't, you're a stupid idiot. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. So they make it super easy. Anchor will also distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. What's up? This is episode 12, which is crazy. That's pretty nuts, but we're chugging right along. I say that every episode, I feel like. But last week we had Hannah Bates on, and she's always such a pleasure. A couple weeks ago we had Lynx, aka Sarah Kendall is her human name, because her music is very not human. She makes amazing music, and I hope to have more and more guests on. We had Evan on for one, and then when my friends come home, they'll be on probably all of the episodes, or most of them. Sometimes I get scared of the ones that I do by myself, like this one, because I'm like, I don't really know what to talk about other than myself and my life, but I guess that's kind of what the podcast is all about, I guess. But I just want to start out by saying, and I also just looked at my lights that I was trying to fix yesterday, and it's working. And that brings me right to my point, and it's just life is good. I think I said this a couple episodes ago, but life is really, really, it feels clicked together, in the strange way, because I still don't feel like I'm 100% at where I should be at in my mind, but I guess I think that's always the thing is never being satisfied, and even if you hit one goal, it's always what's the next? How can I top that? Oh, you know what? This light isn't on. Hold on. There we go. That's nice, right? What did I want to talk about? I wrote notes. That's how prepared I am today. I'm never that prepared. Okay, well, let me start off with this, I guess. I had a crazy week. And by crazy, I don't mean busy. I mean I didn't expect it. I didn't expect what happened. And what happened is I started writing my EP. And for those of you who don't know what that means, it technically stands for extended play. So it's longer than just a single. So it's more than just one song. But it's smaller than an album, because an album is usually called an LP, which is lengthened play. I'm pretty sure. But my EP, I just started writing last week. I started writing it Monday. And what happened is I had, for a couple months now, it's been my thing. I've had the idea. I knew how I wanted it to start. I think I probably tried a couple times. I just couldn't get it. But then I sat down on Monday and I said, you know what? I have another idea. Let me try it. And I tried it. And obviously it was incredible. It just kept on flowing. I kept on writing, and it kept on just flowing out like a river, like a fountain. I don't know, something magical like that. But then shortly after that, because that was in the morning, and then shortly after I kind of was on the roll and I kind of finished it basically. But obviously, when I say finish it, I'm still going to go back to it and work on it. But then I started the other idea that I had, which was, it started out with just a drum beat, a bass. So I did that, and then I was like, okay, I've got like a pretty solid thing here. I had basically 2 ideas, like for 2 songs, and then a couple days later on Wednesday, after I worked on those a little bit, I had a new idea. I started writing that. I wrote that down, and I laid it down, recorded it, worked on it, basically finished that idea. I was like, holy fuck, what's happening? Worked on those a little bit, and then just yesterday, because today's Tuesday, September 1st, which is crazy, but yesterday, Monday, I had another idea. I was like, okay, I think the EP should be 4 songs. I had 3, so I was like, okay, I've got to make a 4th one. So I started writing. I just grabbed the guitar. I kind of diddled around. That's not the right word. What the fuck? Not diddle. That's from Sunny in Philadelphia when Frank is like, we don't diddle no kids. We don't diddle no kids. And then he fucking goes backstage and his microphone is still on and he's like, do you guys fuck the dead bodies? Like all the kids are listening and they're like, we don't diddle no kids. And then the guy, never mind. Just watch Sunny in Philadelphia. It's a really, really, really good show. I've seen it like 3 times now. I digress. I just kept on like messing around and then came up with another thing and I finished it and I was like, I think I finished the EP, and then so it was like a week, Monday to Monday. I've never done that before. It just kind of came out. I'm not one to talk about my music. I never talk about my music. Wow, I'm talking like really fast, but music. I usually never talk about my music because I believe that the best way to show off your music is just to play it. And I usually only play it like when it's done. Like if it's done, then I play it. But this one I finished and I just told my friends, I was just like, I'm kind of beside myself. I've never, I'm mentally in such a good place that I don't know, and it just felt so good, and then it just fucking came out. I don't know, I don't get it, but at the same time I also get it because sometimes it's easier to write a song. Like I do believe this. Like if you write a song so fast, if it's like 4 or 5 hours or whatever, like you're just in the zone and you're working on it and you don't overthink it. You just like it's all feel. I think I learned that from Tyler, the Creator. Like when he was talking about Igor, he was just like, dude, it was just all feel. And then even when he talked about like the wig, someone asked him about like, dude, like where'd the wig come from? Like that's sick. And he literally just said, the wig, oh, I just thought it looked cool. I just thought it looked cool as fuck. And I was like, well, you're right. What was that noise? I think I'm hearing things. Oh, no, there's something outside or something, some kind of construction work or someone. Someone's breaking in. Anywho, I just realized that like anything could really happen like on the podcast. Someone could like fucking break in and then you'd see it like on the podcast. Like obviously like I would be traumatized, but then I'd be like, oh, I gotta edit this one. I'd be like talking to therapy. I'd be like getting through my problems. I'd be like, oh my gosh, it was terrible, it was awful, and then I had to post the episode that week. I don't know. Damn, I've never thought about that. Okay, that's not true. I've always thought about like someone breaking into the house and like what that would be like and how fucking awful that would be, but like I've like never experienced that. I think some people will experience that every day. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nutty bananas? I don't know. So that felt really good, writing the EP. And what happened was, because we didn't have the best weather, although it's turning into like fall weather kind of, and I love fall weather. I'm wearing my hoodie. It's hoodie weather. I'm a big fan, but there were a couple of days where it was like rainy and cloudy, and on those days I would close the windows, close the blinds. Well, like, you know what I mean, like close, obviously the windows are closed, but close like all the blinds and set some like lighting up in here, and like not much. It's like, it was like dark in here, and I was just writing. I was just like spilling my heart out, and it felt so fucking good. Anyway, that felt great. But what else is new? There was that, and then just this morning, sorry, just got a funny text. Just this morning, I decided to start kind of like a vlog. I don't know like where all this is going, but I feel like at some point it'll all catch on. I don't know. I was just talking about this on the vlog too. I was just like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. I don't know. That's the other thing. My neck is awful today. Oh, you know what's funny? Every time I wake up in the morning, and it's like either my back hurts or my neck hurts, I automatically assume that I slept wrong. But then if I really think about it, there was something the day before that I did. Like there was one day where I was doing like arts and crafts thing, and I remember my back was kind of like this the whole time. And then I woke, like the next day, I was just like in so much agony. I was like in pain. I even went to the batting cages, and like that was obvious. Like I knew, like I haven't batted in like a long time, since I was probably like 16 or something. I don't know, but I was like doing it, and I was like, this is a workout. So obviously then I was like sore for 2 days after that. I'm not in shape, but I do drink a lot of water, so I got that going for me. But that was cool. I don't know. There's that. So basically what happened yesterday, and the reason why my neck is awful, I knew this was going to happen too. It happened right before I went to bed last night. I went to bed early too. I went to bed at like 11:30 last night. Okay, that's like early for me. It was more towards 11 too. That's why I was like proud of myself. I was like, God, this is early. 11 o'clock. Are you kidding me? Yes. Because it was one of those days that I was writing music. I was done writing music at, I think I was writing that song from like 1 o'clock, like about 12:30 until probably 5 o'clock at the latest. And then I hadn't really eaten, so I ate like a snack, and I was like, well, now my dinner's spoiled. I won't really have a dinner. I'll just have like another snack later. I was just chilling, and then like right towards like, I don't know, 9 or 10, I was like, I don't know. There's nothing else to do today. I'm just kind of spent. I'm ready for bed. I like when that happens though. But I was just about to go to bed at 11, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to play my EP one more time, because I've just been like, I haven't done this in a while, but I put all my songs on iTunes. I put it like in an album. I put it in order. And I play it in order just to make sure the order makes sense and it looks good, like visually, like the tracks look good together. Like all the names look good, and I don't have artwork yet, but I have an idea. And then, so I do that. I haven't done that in a while, but also because like I've just been making like singles, so there's been no need. But so far it looks great. I think the order's great, but right before bed I went through one more time and I played it, and the last song is kind of a banger. And I was banging my head. I don't know. I went hard though. I think I'm just getting old. I'm gonna be 20. Here we go. I am gonna be 25 in February. I'm going to have a sick birthday podcast. What day does that fall on? February. Oh, that would have been cool. My birthday's on a Monday. It's okay, I guess. Mondays are actually, even my phone says it. I clicked on the day and it goes, Chris Berry's 25th birthday. Thanks for reminding me, bitch. Anyway. So there was that, and I fucking banged my head so hard, and I didn't realize I went so hard, and then the song ended, and I was, not only did my neck hurt a little bit, but I was like dizzy for like half a second. I was like, whoa. I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, oh, my neck hurt. And I was in bed, and I went to bed, and I was just like laying there. I was just like, oh no, that's gonna suck tomorrow. And it sucks. But actually, only if I think about it. Let's just not think about it. That's all I can think about. Today's probably going to be a shorter podcast because I actually have shit to do. Isn't that crazy? All right. We're going to talk about the spider in my fucking studio. It's fucking ridiculous. I'll tell you that much. Dude, it's ridiculous. This is what happened. It was during last week. I'm trying to remember. It would be so awesome if I knew what day it was, but I have no idea. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, it must have been. Because I remember telling my parents on Friday. Yeah. That makes sense. Thursday is a great day. Podcast goes up. I'm working on that. Everyone's loving it. It's great. Life is great. I do that for a little bit. I continue working on the music that I've been in love with, aka my EP. I'm gonna be popping off about my EP because I'm really in love with it. Day goes on. It's great. My writing has never been more smooth. My writing has never felt better. I was in the zone. Then it's like nighttime. It rolls around. It's probably like 11 or 12, and I'm still going. Like I'm still going strong. It's midnight. I'm feeling good. And then I was so far in the zone. You know how sometimes if you're working and then sometimes you can hear like someone come like in the background, like you'll hear like a door or like steps going down the stairs or something where you're like, oh shit, let me in my case, I'm just like, let me turn down my music a little bit just so I can, you know, if someone's about to talk to me, I'm going to turn down my music a little bit. And, but I was so far in the zone, even if that happened, it wouldn't matter. So that's how, like, I get in that zone sometimes where, like, if someone does, like, come up behind me or, like, something, I have, like, a heart attack because, like, it's kind of my own fault. But anyway, I was in the zone and I have, like, my computer, like, my monitor is like a TV basically. Like, my computer is huge. So it's like a TV and I'm looking at it, working on music. And just all of a sudden, like, you ever have that moment when, like, when you're looking and you see, like, something out of the corner of your eye and you're like, oh, is that a bug? And then you actually look at it and it's not, it's like a leaf or something, or sometimes it is like a bug. I had one of those moments. I saw this thing kind of going up behind my computer monitor and I was like, huh. So I looked up, I was like, because it was a fucking huge spider. Dude, that thing was big, okay? And all right, I know what you're thinking. You're like, I probably wasn't that big. It probably wasn't that big. It was fucking big. It was fucking big. It was big. It was big. And it was, let me see. It was, the thing's probably, let me see. Hold on. It was probably, we're talking like legs expanded and everything, not just like the body, because even the body was like pretty big, but legs expanded, walking, it was probably, hold on, I want to say it was probably like that. I don't know if you can see that. Probably, maybe like, yeah, probably like that even. And here's the thing, like, you know how like daddy long legs, they're big. But they don't freak me out. Daddy long legs, like, they're too, like, thin. Like, they don't really freak me out. Like, they're just, like, they're like nothing. This dude, this spider, this motherfucker, this asshole, he was, like, thick. He was thick. A little hairy. Okay? Nuh-uh. Not for your boy. Your boy is not a fan. Your boy's already not a fan of spiders. I have to tell another story after this, but not a fan. So I just sat in my chair. I was like, because I was in the zone and I hadn't seen a spider in my studio for a long time, a long ass time. So I sat there and I was thinking, I was like, okay, like it was at the same time, it was as it was, you know, like, it was also like, So it was back and forth from, So, I was like, oh, I'm going to get that bitch. But you almost, the thing was so big. How big was it? Sorry. The thing was so big that I feel like if I did, there's a couple things. If I tried to get it, if I tried to hit it, there's always a small chance that you're going to miss it. And what's going to happen if you miss it? It could jump at you. I've had that happen. Not a fan of that either. Okay? If a spider jumps, shoot it right in the face. You know, if a spider jumps, I'm going to jump through a window. If a spider jumps, I am going to jump onto the freeway. If a spider friggin' jumps at me, I'm gonna just erase all the data in my head, in my hard drive, in my soul, and give up on life. One more. Dude, if a spider fucking jumps, period. If a spider jumps, period, I am packing my bags, buying tickets, jumping on the next fucking rocket to Uranus. Spiders don't jump. Spiders should not jump. Don't jump if you're a spider. Hey, spiders, don't jump. Hey, you're a spider? Do me a favor. Don't jump. Oh my fucking God. All right, so there's that. There's like the possibility it's going to jump. The next possibility is that if you also miss it, if you try to miss it, or not try to miss it, but if you end up missing, the dude like runs like across the wall, just like, or not even runs because it's already creepy. Don't run if you're a spider. God damn, like just don't be fast. Don't like jump fast. Don't sprint. Don't Don't do that. The thing that this spider was doing, it was walking towards, I have like an AC vent right above my computer, which, yeah, it gets cold sometimes because I'm sitting there all day long. But he was like doing his own thing. He was like making another web. Here's the thing. Okay, he was making a web, and that was great. He was doing that. So if I got him and then missed, he was probably just gonna like go. Oh, I can't even make that sound. He was probably just gonna go onto the AC vent. So it's like mission failed. So there's that. There's that. I just sat there looking at it. I was just looking at it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get him so good. And then he was walking like towards the AC vent. And I couldn't tell. I was like, oh, there he goes. But no, there he didn't go. he was in it. It was like on the side, and he was like going in and out. And I was like, what is he doing? He was making like a web on the side. He was like doing his thing, working on his house. Fuck you, man. Don't work on your house inside my house. So that's the other thing I want to talk about. Let me write that down. So he was doing that, and I was just sitting there the whole time. I would just go, okay, all right, okay, and then I just couldn't, because he was doing his thing, and then he finally just went in under, like behind the AC thing, and I was like, well, great. Not as bad as losing a spider. Like, at least I know like where he is, and he lives there. He definitely lives there. I made that assumption right as he went into the thing. I go, oh, that's his home. That's his abode. Great. That's just fucking great. And after doing later observation, I looked up and around because I thought I saw something up at the top. I thought I saw like another one, and I was like, wait a minute, what? But no, there was no other spider, but there was like a lot of web on the other side. There was like thick web. And I was like, yeah, that's his mansion. That's his complex. I couldn't fucking believe it. So I go, great. Well, there's that. And then I went to fucking bed because I was like, you know what? There you go. Told my dad the next day, and he goes, well, did you kill him? And I go, no. And he goes, of course you didn't, because everyone knows I'm afraid of spiders. Like, fuck you. Like, no shit. If I see you grab a spider, I've seen people grab spiders like by the legs. I'm like, are you mental? Are you fucking out of your mind? But I guess it's not that. I think I'm a pussy. Which is fine, but so there's that. But I explained to him. I was like, well, no. I was like, well, not exactly. I didn't kill him. Not exactly. I didn't kill him. But I looked at him and I just saw him. I was told him the whole thing about me figuring it out. I was like, oh, I'm going to grab a magazine, but he's going to also disappear. I want to keep an eye on him, but I couldn't. Whatever. Okay. Totally forgot about him. Weekend goes by. Had a great weekend. Family, friends, you know it. Then this morning happens. I had a good start to my day. I decided to start a vlog. I'll talk about that a little bit more, but I was just hanging out, listening to my music again, filming a little bit for the vlog, and then I put my camera down. I went to charge it or whatever. Answering some emails. I did something. I was definitely listening to my music at the time that this happened. I was walking around, and dude, I saw him again. Dude, you won't fucking believe it. I saw him again. He was on the top. So before, the other day, he was on the side of it, like, and he was crawling in. And then this morning, isn't that crazy? Fucking not even like an hour, maybe an hour and a half ago, he was on top. He was like sitting on top. I was like, am I seeing this right? And I kind of got up on my stool. There's a stool. It was kind of farther away. I look up and I go, okay, yeah, there he is. So I said to myself, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get this motherfucker. And so I grabbed the magazine. I grabbed the crappiest magazine that I could. Because I actually I don't read them, but I have like nice magazines. And I have like a Red Sox 2018 World Series magazine. No one's touching that. Fuck off. But anyway, that's really aggressive. I'm sorry. So I didn't mean that. Don't fuck off. I love you. I grabbed a magazine and then I brought the stool closer. The way that my studio is set up is like near the AC vent. Like you can't really get up to it because there's a speaker right there. My desk is right there. You can kind of get in between, and then there's a piano right there. There's like a lot happening, but there is a gap that I brought my chair over, and I got up on the stool, and I stood up, and I just looked, and I was like, oh, because I was like so close to him, and we made eye contact, and that ruined my day. No, I'm still having a good day, but I just got up, and the second I saw it and made eye contact, I was like this close, and I go, and I got down. I got right out of that situation. So then what I did was I was kind of like I was down on the ground now, just standing regular. It sounds like I wasn't sitting or anything, but I was just, and then I kind of blindly just like whap, like, and you know that thing I was talking about where like, oh, you might miss it? Dude, when I threw it, it was like perfect. I was like, dude, I definitely either got it or he just like ran back into his home. And I think he just ran back into his home because I didn't get him. But I swear, I was sick. The way I threw it and the accuracy, whoosh, whap. Fucking whap. Fucking wet ass never mind. Just got him right in the kisser. Whoosh. It was precise. So there's that. I'll keep you updated on the spider. I have a spider living in my fucking AC. God damn it. I've been thinking about getting a fish. Everyone's telling me not to, though. Every time I'm like, oh, I want to get a fish. Everyone's like, well, that's a pain in the ass. And I go, well, yeah, isn't everything a pain in the ass? What if someone told me like, oh, I think I want to start having tea. I would go to them and be like, good luck. That's a pain in the ass. Are you kidding me? You have to like get up out of bed. You have to get the mug all set and you have to like put the tea bag in. You have to get the water going. What a pain in the ass. Like, it's like the same thing. You get a fish. Yeah, you got to like feed it, give it water, clean the tank. That's like what, like, that's like the same thing. Instead of me saying, oh, I want to get a fish, I should just say, oh, you know what I want to do? I want to like, I really feel like cleaning a tank and like feeding an animal and like doing chore. Like I feel like doing work. That's what I should say instead. Cause obviously like I can't just get a fish, let it sit there and be like, nice. And then just let it die. You got to take care of it, feed it. I want something, I think. Because I think if I had something that I could, like, take care of, I don't know. I'd name it, you know? I'm going to name the spider. Ready? Here's the name. Asshole. So there's that. Fucking asshole. Oh my God, dude. Such an asshole. And he's so big. And when I got another good look at him this morning, oh, that sumbitch hairy. Holy shit, that sumbitch hairy. Wow. So, yeah. Asshole can go fuck himself. I could call him Harry, but he doesn't deserve a name that nice. Spiders are put on this earth for evil, and evil only. Anyways, enough about spiders. I had something cool happen over the weekend where I was hanging out and I thought to myself, oh, I'll go get a doorknob, because this is like a project that I was like, oh, I need to like do that. So I went to Home Depot. Like, I don't do this, but I was just like, fuck it. I went out, wielded my mask, wielded. Got to Home Depot. I found one for like $40. And I was like, okay, game on. And it was tax-free weekend. I had no idea. I was like, beautiful. So I got my doorknob. I came home. Here's the thing. I have a door here, and it's like an entrance. But I just never had the key to it. So I said, oh, I should just, it was my dad's idea, but he's right. He was like, you could get a new doorknob, and that would fix it. It would come with a key. And I was like, yep, you're right. So I did it. And it's way easier than you'd think. I never thought about that. If you got to replace a doorknob, never thought you literally, like, I mean, if you look at it, it's got screws. You unscrew it, and then you put a new one on. But I had trouble with the knob. And the only trouble I had was like lining up the screws. So what happened at one point, I got myself good. So I have a boo-boo. I don't know if you can see it from there. Probably, definitely not. It does look better too, but it's my thumb on my right hand. It's not like tragic. It's nothing terrible, but it sucked for sure. What happened is, I was working on it for a while. So I had both knobs in the door, trying to screw it on, doing that, and just trying to screw it. I was like, I just couldn't get it. Here's the thing. I was getting it lined up. Fine, but I was like, okay, something isn't clicking. Something isn't going in all the way. The screw is lining up. The screw's kind of going in, and it's not going in all the way. And then I could tell like it wasn't going in all the way. So I took it off, and then I looked at it in my hands, and I was just trying to look at it. I was like, oh, and I saw one part that I wasn't clicking. I was like, oh, that part's got to click. So I clicked it, and I was like, okay, that's what I got to do. But I guess at one point, when I was trying to figure it out, it's already been 40 minutes. Are you kidding me? I was trying to figure it out, and oh yeah. I was like trying to figure it out before I figured it out, and I was screwing. I was just trying, and it just, there's a piece on the doorknob that's like long and pointy and sharp, and as I was doing it, as I was trying to figure it out, it just slipped, and the thing went under my thumbnail. Like it went like through my cuticle. It went like whoosh, and it went super deep. It went under my cuticle, and then it ripped like part of my skin on my thumb. So it went that, and I go, oh. And it was one of those things where it hurt, and I was like, oh, that hurt a lot, but it's not that bad. All I saw was like a little rip on my skin. I was like, okay. And then it just started like bleeding. I was like, And then I walked upstairs. I was like, I got to get Band-Aids. And it was bad. I don't know exactly what it was, but something made me like woozy. And I was like, I felt like I was going to pass out. And before I knew it, my Band-Aids were on. And my mom I was like putting band-aids on. My mom was talking to me. He was like, Chris, can you help me with something? I need you to, what was the exact, and I go, mom, I'm going to pass out right now. Give me 1 second. So I got water and I sat down, and I don't know why this helps me, but I got gum. So I chewed gum, and I was like, just give me a second. I told her what happened, and she was grossed out. But yeah, and then when I changed the Band-Aid, it was all bruised. My cuticles like bruised up and bloody. And that was yesterday? No way. Yeah, I guess that was only yesterday. Wow. But yeah, it looks okay now. Still like a little bruised, and yeah, but it looks way better. But anyway, that sucked. It, like, the more I think about it, like, it literally just, it happened so fast, but it just like dug under my cuticle. And that's a word that people don't like. That fits in the group of words that people don't like moist, cuticle. There's other ones, like I bet. I've never been like that. I've never felt that way about a word other than spider. I bet he's in there right now, just living his best fucking life in my fucking AC vent. Nice and cool, huh? Yeah, I bet. Yeah, great. Do spiders like it cold? They like it hot. I bet they like it more hot, right? Because of Australia, more out west too, New Mexico. I don't know. I will never understand spiders. But what do I do? Here's a nice segue. But what I do understand is that we're almost done with today's episode. And I had a really fun moment with a friend of mine. We were going back and forth because she was saying how she had like this virtual meeting, and she was like, okay, someone tell me why she wasn't wearing a mask in her store. And I was like, oh shit, yeah. But she just kept on saying, tell me why. So I sent a video back, and I go like this. Tell me why wasn't she wearing a mask? Okay, so that's great. And then I think she sent a video back of her and her coworker and then her coworker did this. Tell me why they ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why they ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. That's awesome. And then I sent one back saying, tell me why. I can't. I just couldn't fucking get it. And then they sent another one back.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
The next song we could do.
Do I hear a child collab?
Tell me why. Tell me what.
And his name was in there, so I'll bleep the name out. But there's this one. Fuck it.
Let me know when you're ready.
Girl, go.
Tell me why. Tell me. Fuck it.
Shimona. And then I sent back some Michael Jackson. They sent back another one, and then we were laughing, having a good time. That was a really great moment this morning. And you know how I can tell this episode's almost done? Because I really got to pee. But Labor Day is this weekend. And, oh yeah, that's what happened too, by the way, when I was telling my dad about the spider. We were hanging out by the pool. And it's kind of getting chilly, which is fine. I'll go in the pool, but I just didn't feel like going in the pool that day. I had a very productive, creative day. Again, like I said, EP, I'm in love with it. I'm so grateful. I feel great. I fucking love life right now. Dad went inside, and I was still hanging out with my mom. And she was over there, so I was like, oh, I'm going to move over there. So I was in my chair, and I got up. I was fully clothed. I was wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt and the whole nine. Something happened where I got up and my phone somehow fell out of my sweatpants, but it didn't just fall out. It like It like flung out and went in the pool. So I dropped my phone in the pool, and I didn't make a big deal out of it, and my mom didn't even see it really. She just was a little bit confused, and I go, oh yeah, great, I just dropped my phone in the pool. And she goes, what? What? She's the one paying the phone bill. So she goes, what? And I go, yeah, I dropped my phone in the pool, hold on. And I was looking at it, and I go, oh, that's in there, huh? And she was just laughing at me. And I go, oh, shit. Took my sweatpants off. All right, this is all in front of my mom. I go, shit. I took my sweatpants off, was in my underpants. She was just laughing the whole time. And I was starting to step in the pool, and I couldn't get it without getting my shirt wet. So I was already getting my shirt wet. I was like, fuck it. So I took my shirt off. I was just in my underpants, and I got it, and I grabbed my phone, and I just like kind of wiped it off, and wiped it off and turned it on. I was like, yeah, it's fine. I think they're meant to be waterproof. It's totally fine. So that day, my phone was okay. Like I got back inside. We were hanging. I changed my clothes or whatever. I dried off, and then I was on TikTok, and then things sounded weird. Like my speaker was like, so I was like, huh, that's not normal. And then as I was looking it up, that has happened to other people. Like if you drop your phone in the pool, you should probably either like hair dry it, like use a hair dryer to like blow it dry, or like put it in rice. I already knew that. Like I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, do I need to like put it in rice? But it was like working fine. It was just the speaker that was like fucked up, but the speaker was getting a little bit better. But even like at bedtime, it was still a little bit fucked up, but I was like, okay, I bet it's gonna be fine in the morning. And I woke up and it was fine, and my phone's fine. It's like perfect. I don't like wear a case usually. Like this is how it dropped in the pool. Just the phone, and it was like perfectly fine. So I think this is the iPhone 11. So I think it can be in water for like 20 minutes or something, 10 minutes, something. But anyway, it's that was fun. That was funny, and it's Labor Day coming up, and my sister and brother-in-law are coming in town, and that's always a hoot and a holler. It's always a hoot of a good time. That's always I don't know what I'm saying, but I'm very excited for that. And I'm just gonna get a little closer here. There we go. So there's that, and they're gonna want to play beer pong, and I'm gonna say, okay. We actually got these new Bud Light seltzers. They're just like Bud Light. They taste like cherry and I don't know the other flavors. I just like the cherry one, but so I'll probably just drink that because it's nothing crazy. It's like 5%. I'll have one drink. I can't even drink that much. But there's that, and then my dad said he was like, okay, hey, we're gonna play a little 3-on-3. Did I tell this, or was I talking to the vlog? I'm gonna get confused. I should keep the vlog and podcast separate, because now I think I said this on the vlog. I don't think I said this already today on the podcast, but my dad goes, yeah, we're gonna play a little 3-on-3. Okay? And that got me really jazzed. That got me super, super pumped up. I go, oh, you're going down. I'm going to pitch. I'm very excited for that. I should probably practice. And my mom has to play, but my mom was like, I don't want to. And then I was like, what do you not want to do? And she goes, well, I don't want to run. And I go, you don't have to run. We'll figure something out. We'll get you a runner or something. And then my mom goes, well, it's not that I don't want to, I just can't. And I go, I know, you are not going to run, okay? She used to run all the time. She used to do 5Ks. I don't know exactly what she did, but she was like a runner. We would go out to see her. We would see her run by. It's like the finish line. We'd be like, shaking those cowbell things, like the yeah, run. Like, that's kind of a weird tradition. No, I get it. That's cool. I kind of miss that, actually. That's not gonna happen for a while, huh? Weird. Maybe I wonder if the Boston Marathon's gonna be on next year. Maybe. I don't know. But as much as my mind jumps back and forth, and I have all these things I want to talk about today, and I was actually surprised. I'm happy to talk. I'm happy to vent, and I love sharing stories, and it's all fun and great. But honestly, I'm just super thrilled about the new music that I'm working on, because even before I started working on the EP, I already had so much new beautiful music that it's got me really excited. So I'm just very, very excited to share that. So I'm probably gonna be wrapping this up, but I'm gonna update you on the Labor Day weekend activities next podcast. I probably won't have a guest on until maybe in a couple episodes. So I got to figure that out. But I've loved all my guests so far, by the way, like Hannah, Ryan, Sarah, Evan, Greg, James, Matt. I love you all. You're all my friends, and I have so many other friends and musicians that I want to bring on, and this is going to be such a great time. And I think that's what's important, is that we're all just having fun, and especially during this uncertain year, these uncertain times. We all got to keep each other. All got to check in on each other. All got to. All have to. We all got to gas up each other. We all got to, And by gas up, I mean, you got to just like support everybody. You got to support. I saw a TikTok that said like, put a comment down below of something that like a lawyer would say, but like a millennial or like a Gen Z lawyer. Like if they were in a court case, like what would they say? Like what's the kind of stuff they would say? Like a Gen Z lawyer in a court case. And some of the comments were like, Your Honor, no cap. And like, it's the lack of evidence for me. And, Your Honor, I fuck with that, or just, I'd love that shit. So I'm gonna try to make my parents do the TikTok. I won't tell you. I'm gonna make them do a TikTok this weekend, I think. And maybe I can get my sister and brother-in-law on it, on it. But I'll let you know how it goes this weekend. And because it was my sister's birthday a couple weeks ago, so we're gonna be celebrating that. We're just gonna be celebrating life. Not really, but we're just gonna chill. I don't know. And all's good. All's good. What else? I want to make sure I squeeze everything in before I have to go. This has been episode 12 of Mind Bacon. And what am I trying to say? If you'd be so kind as to subscribe, like this video if you're watching this on, if you see it on TikTok or Instagram or like YouTube or Spotify, just make sure to drop me a follow if you want to check in and to hear what's new, or like see who I'm gonna have on as a guest in the future. That'd be great. My new CHYLD song is out. It's called You're a Puzzle. It's my newest song. It's kind of a bop, so I think you're gonna like it. It's really funky and it's fun. And I've got Ronnie Lott doing the bars. He's rapping on that. And I've got more music. I think hopefully, the only reason I'm saying this is because I'm fairly sure, but I'm gonna have a new single in September. It is September. Right now it's September, so this month I have a new single coming out, probably later in the month, And I have new projects, so keep that. So when I say new projects, it's not necessarily music, so keep that in mind. I've got that. I'll keep up to date on the EP. That's going well. I'm gonna give it some more love before I release it. And I have CHYLD masks available now. I have the whole thing. They're masks. I think they're like $10 or $12. And eventually I'll probably just put them on sale. I've got some new merch coming out soon, hopefully this for the fall. So there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff, a lot of like new stuff. So it's going to be really busy, and it's going to be really fun, and it's just going to be really exciting. So if you are watching this, and if you're watching it right now, thank you for sticking around for like the whole thing. You definitely didn't have to. Or if you just like skipped around and like somehow got to the end, here you are. Hi. Thank you for supporting me. If you've listened to a CHYLD song or watched a music video or followed me on Instagram or done anything in that kind of sense, or like bought a ticket to a show or anything like that, you mean the world to me. And obviously if you haven't done nearly half of those things, you still mean the world. And every little bit of support counts. And there's even a support link for the podcast and for my music. So if you're on Spotify or YouTube or whatever, there should be a link that says support this podcast, and it brings you right to a link where you can easily drop me some cash with Cash App, and the same thing on my Spotify. Like if you're on CHYLD on Spotify, there should be like a COVID link. It's a support link, and obviously you don't have to. I'm really shocked at like when anybody does. So it means the world. Every little bit of support means the world, and that's why it shocks me. Like if you're using your hard-earned money and just like giving me like even $1, I'm just flabbergasted. I don't get it. So anyway, this has been episode 12 of Mind Bacon. Thank you again for listening. I'm Chris Berry. I'll see you next week. Stay positive, stay productive. I love you. Peace.
Hey, child.